Welcome to Make Something with me, David Picciuto, and today we're going to make this beverage cooler surround bar with 8 drawers of storage. This one's going to be a fun one. Check it. So in this room, we're going to build a bar that goes from one wall to the other. Today we're only going to work on the middle section of the bar, and next week we'll do the corners. I got this little beverage fridge that I want to build around and make a surround for it, and I don't want to block any of the windows. So I want to make this section of the bar the same height as the windowsill here, and we'll actually go up and over the windowsill. So for this middle section, it's going to be the width of the window, and we're around this. We will probably have to take out that vent back there. And then next week, when we build the 2 outer parts of the bar, they are going to come up in height a little bit and go to about right here. So let's head on out into the shop and get started. So now that we have all of our plywood pieces cut over on the table saw, I'm gonna cut out a little notch in the 4 uprights, which is gonna be our toe kick, as you can see here in our drawing. So I'm just gonna take a pencil, draw it on the boards, and then cut it out over on the little bandsaw. So I have this cherry edge banding that's got some adhesive here that adheres to the plywood with an iron. So the edge banding is a little bit wider than the board, so we use this tool right here to trim it up. For the assembly, we're going to use pocket screws to put everything together. I have my pocket screw jig set up right here, and we're gonna do everything all at once. Now we're just going to glue and pocket hole everything together. This is one of the drawer sections here. I got a spacer in there just to kind of keep everything nicely aligned. Screw this down. So, turns out, didn't think everything through. I can't get the drill in there at the right angle to get those down. So, cameraman Dan said to use a ratchet, which that is going to work. Brilliant. Out of a piece of scrap, I cut a spacer that's the same size as this bottom piece that I'll use in there to make sure that these 2 pieces run parallel. There we go. So, one thing to do to this carcass is I need to put a board along the back to keep it from racking. So now it's time to make the 8 drawers for this guy. I hate making drawers, so we're going to make this quick and easy. We're going to cut 5 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood, cut a groove in there, and then screw and glue it all together. Drawer making videos are pretty boring, so we're gonna let Dan fancy it up. All right, so now that all 8, let's try that again. All right, so now that all 8 drawers are done, it is time to cut the faces out of solid cherry over on the table saw. Before we attach them to the drawers, we're going to cut out a design over on the CNC that's going to reveal some grill cloths. So while the CNC is doing all the work over there, I'm going to cut up the toe kicks over on the table saw. We're going to attach it by drilling and screwing in there and then filling those holes with plugs. I got the plug cutter installed in the drill press. That is satisfying. Try to match the grain. The next thing I want to do to this case is cover up the exposed plywood here. I'm going to use solid cherry for that and make it about 1.25 inches wide so I can then route a profile on there. Dominoes will help with alignment, and if you ever try to lift the cabinet by the lip, it'll hold. Suppose you could use biscuits if you have biscuit joiner money. You are really going to like today's sponsor, and that is Make It Snappy Tools. They are a third-generation family-owned business that started in a basement in Minnesota back in 1962. Check this out. You're really gonna like this. For me, this quick change snappy system eliminates the need for multiple drills and eliminates the time it takes to change bits. They have a huge range of drill bits and drill accessories, and they just snap into place and lock in there. You pull back to unlock it, and then you can change your bit. How cool is that? I love this. And I've been using this all throughout the project. I use the plug cutters for the toe kit, and I've been drilling and screwing with the snappy bits. They use superior materials, cutting edge machinery, and patented technology to deliver industrial quality tools at an affordable price, and made right here in the USA. I seriously think you're going to love the Snappy Tools system. You can buy directly from them on their website. I found out that they also sell at my local woodworker supply store. Thank you, Make It Snappy Tools, for making my woodworking workflow easier, and thank you, Make It Snappy Tools, for making this video possible. Now let's get back to this project and finish it up. So next, I finished it up with a few coats of boiled linseed oil and polyurethane. I had to notch out a space for these finger pulls that I found on Amazon, and then rounded over all the edges. I cut up some guitar amplifier grill cloth that was glued onto an insert and attached to the back of the drawer. Before attaching all the faces, I installed the drawer slides. I have a full video on making and installing drawers over on my second channel. I used some hot glue to temporarily attach the faces for perfect alignment, and then screwed them into place. And the last thing I had to do was attach the poles. This beverage cooler was found on Amazon. Someday, if the mood strikes, I might make a window cling for the front and add a little design to it. All the drawers are going to be used to hold wine stoppers and bottle openers and measuring cups and various drink accessories. The height on this is a little low, but I didn't want to cover up any of the window. When it comes time to make the two cabinets next week, they're going to be at a more comfortable height. And those cabinets, they are going to hold liquor, wine, and glasses. And they will also incorporate some sort of grill cloth diamond shape in them. All the wood and drawer slides came from my friends at Kencraft at kencraftcompany.com. They are really good friends of mine. You might want to check them out. Also, they are killing it on Instagram. Thank you to Snappy Tools for sponsoring today's video. I really do love their system, and you're going to see me use them a lot in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week for the two matching cabinets. As always, be safe, have fun, stay passionate, and make something.